All right, now we talked about haters before.
Right.
You know, one of the cool things about just the UFC in general is you actually get to put your hands on people that talk trash.
Right.
So I wanted to do a segment with you where you actually get to deal with your haters the UFC way. All right. Now, one of the guys that's been talking, babyface Roy Nelson. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and put him right there. You know, he said he was the man in the working relationship that you had because of your whining. So, you know, how would you like to address that?
Well, let me put it to you this way. In no way, shape, or form do I want to come off like I want to fight Roy Nelson, because I don't. But if I had to punch something, okay, I'd love to punch that beard and knock that mullet off, okay? If I could knock the beard and the mullet off, I'd be a lot happier.
Let's talk about New York City. Obviously, there's been some issues there with some litigation. Not as welcoming as to the UFC as some other cities have been. Pretty much every other city has been. How would you like to address
Well, let me put it to you this way. The people of New York are awesome, and the people of New York, not only the people of New York, but Madison Square Garden really wants the UFC to come there. But if I had to punch something here, it would be the Culinary Union of Las Vegas, which is the real issue of why we're not in New York.
Culinary Union?
The Culinary Union.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Wow.
It's a company out of New York called Unite. And it's the Las Vegas Culinary Union. So if I had to punch anybody, I'd love to punch the Culinary Union right in the face.
Unite is a disappointment, isn't it?
New York, we love New York and the people of New York and Madison Square.
I would also like to punch Mayor Bloomberg for his attempts at Spanish. They were horrible and extremely punch-worthy. So I'm going to put myself right there. I thought I did a pretty good job with the interview. I wanted to make sure that we was cool. I want to punch whoever took that photo. That's what I want to punch. Look at that. No, look, they got me. Look, they should sell these photos on the internet to all my enemies. That's one of the worst photos ever taken.
I would have to admit that that's a bad photo.
It's a horrible photo. Yeah. And, it looks like it belongs on a website we can't advertise on.
First of all, you know I like you, and you're wearing a Celtic shirt, and that's a damn cool one.
I am. Thank you.
Yeah. No, maybe you. I agree with you. You might want to punch the cameraman on this one.
Yes. There's some people I want to address at ESPN for taking that photo. This is Reese Waters with Dana White signing off, ready to punch people in the face. You are watching Unite, ESPN's very first late night show. Make sure you watch every weeknight at midnight on ESPNU and tell your friends. Hit us on Twitter at Unite and like us all on Facebook.